broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, good morning and welcome back to yet another Youth Wednesdays here on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. Whether you are viewing us on AMPLIA, Digital Flow, maybe even YouTube or Facebook, we want to welcome you to the Tobago Updates Morning Show and thank you so much for supporting us and watching us today. We are a very pleasant surprise in the middle of your week, and joining me as co-host this morning, we have Mr. Dwayne Nurse. Good morning, Dwayne.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you, Miss St. John, and to all our ardent viewers viewing us wherever you are in the world, in Tobago, in Trinidad, in the region. Good morning.
Good
And you know, smack center in the middle of your busy week, and I like the terminology used this morning, a pleasant surprise. you know, given the fact that we have been here for so long and we are still a surprise, that tells you, how much we, are impacting your day, your week, weekly at Youth Wednesdays here. So wherever you're viewing us, whether it be on YouTube, AMPLIA, Channel 102, Digital, TV6. No, we're not on TV6 as yet, but wherever you're viewing us, we want to tell a special good morning to you guys. Jolie, how was your week? How was your week thus far?
My week thus far has been very quiet. I have been at home preparing for exams.
Big up you're home.
Yes.
While we are out here,
Working.
Yeah, we're doing a different type of work.
Yes.
You're working as well.
Yeah, I'll be there soon.
Yeah. No, I think you'll regret it. But anyway, for those of you who are doing exams, whether it be CSEC or CAPE, I want to wish you guys all the best. Put God first. Be consistent in your studies, put in the work, and see the results of your hard work. Make sure you eat well, of course. Find adequate time to rest, and slip in some leisure time just to keep the heart active, and the balance and so on, And then when you're done, you could party all you want.
All you want.
Ask for that trip that you've been planning for years, right? So all the best to you guys, and may God bless you in your endeavors. All right, so before we go into what we have for you in store this morning, we have news in 90 seconds with Miss St. John.
Okay. Good morning again, viewers. Your news in 90 seconds for Wednesday, April 29th, 2026 starts now. The preliminary results for the PNM Tobago Council are finalized. Shamfa Kojo-Lewis is officially the political leader-elect, joined by Chairman Nicole Henry and General Secretary Akisi London. Notably, several members of Team Unity secured key spots, including Petal Daniel Benoit as Vice Chairman and Clarence Jacob as Treasurer. However, the Public Relations Officer position was omitted due to a printing oversight. A by-election for that post will be announced shortly. The legal fallout from the recent fatal jet ski accident is intensifying. Several jet ski owners in Tobago have been served with formal legal letters from the Tobago House of Assembly and Pigeon Point Heritage Park. This move follows the passage of the Marine Park Bill and the THA's commitment to holding operators accountable. The letters signal a significant step in the Assembly's efforts to enforce stricter liability and safety standards at the island's premier beach facility. Finally, a victory for traditional business processes will see the return of paper-based company filings. A High Court judge has ruled that the Registrar General's online-only filing system for company registration is unlawful. The court held that the exclusion of paper-based applications was discriminatory and lacked proper legal authority. This means the registrar must now facilitate both physical and digital registrations, ensuring that all citizens can access the service regardless of their technological access. That was your news in 90 seconds. Join us again at 6:30 p.m. for our full newscast.
Thank you, Mr. John, for news in 90 seconds. We have a lot happening in this space, especially coming from that, that unfortunate incident, that fatal incident that claimed the life of the 7-year-old young lady. And I think her funeral was last Saturday in Trinidad. Again, condolences to the family. I'm certain that this is a loss that no time can heal. But again, from us on Youth Wednesdays, we want to wish condolences and may God richest blessings comfort you during a time of grief. We saw the debate in the House last Thursday. I don't know if you got a glimpse of it, where they debated the marine bill and so on to send down to Trinidad to be debated in the House and passed and so on. Do you think that this is a hallmark event for Tobago? And do you think that is a good thing? Don't answer that. We have a lot upcoming to discuss about that.
Yes, we do.
So, but before we get to the rundown, we have the birthdays.
Yes, we do.
Do you have the birthdays, Mr. St. John?
Yes, I do. We have 2 this morning. Only two. And firstly, Miss Vida Coffee, looking very splendid in that photo. And we want to wish you a happy birthday from the Tobago Updates team. We hope that you enjoy your day and you live many more prosperous years of life.
Yeah.
Following her, we have Miss Nicola Alexander from the Tobago Updates team, us at Youth Wednesdays and management. We wish you a happy birthday. Yeah. We hope that this day will be enjoyable and that you are not just celebrated today, but for the rest of the week, the month, the rest of the year.
Yeah. So those of you who are celebrants today, and perhaps you might have missed you, don't feel left out. We still want to wish you a happy birthday. And if you want to come here and celebrate with us, you could do so in many ways. You could send us, you could post on our page, you can WhatsApp us, you can email us, you can even come and show up with your confetti and your cake and your ice cream, and we can celebrate with you. We will provide the non-alcoholic champagne, because we don't want anybody to get drunk so early in the day. But Tobago Updates welcomes you and wishes you a happy birthday. All right. We're going to go straight over to a rundown.
Yes, we are. This morning, we are going to be joined by the political leader of the Unity of the People, Nico Phillips, who will be discussing with us several hot topics that we have in the Tobago space. Followed, we have Mr. Burgess Lovelace, a culinary lecturer, and Kern Reyes, a student both of the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute, and they'll be chatting with us about a student dinner that they have planned. Wow. And our last interview will feature Miss Veronica Danza La Fortune. She is the co-owner of Healing with Horses, and they'll be talking to us about the year of the fire horse. So we have a range of topics, very diverse.
The Phoenix horse, they'll call it.
Okay.
Yeah, fire horse.
Yeah.
Have you ever ridden a horse before?
Yes, I have.
How was the experience?
It was great.
It wasn't scary?
No, it wasn't. I actually like horses, and it was the same Healing with Horses, so the experience was very relaxing. I was guided. Yes.
So you rode the horse in the water and so on?
Yes, I did. The full experience.
Big up you. Many of us, dream to have that opportunity. But I have ridden a horse, but it was on land. It was a good experience, but it was wet. I would do it again. I would like to own some horses and things. And race them and things, and win some prizes. But anyway, that is our rundown for you this morning. We have to tell them to do one thing, which is to share the live,
share the live, share the live.
Trinidad is my home, and I always say charity begins at home. So I'm just delighted to bring this team of dedicated volunteers. Part of our motto is that we just don't send relief. We hand deliver it with care and compassion. And as I would always tell my team, the best way to find oneself is to lose oneself in the service of others.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Make your goals a reality this season with Mount Pleasant Credit Union. Tobago's choice, we got you smiling. Come and feel that mid-year feeling, oh yeah. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see, we warm hearts, bright plans, your goals grow. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice. You know, every loan wants to prove more reasons to celebrate. Chance to win big, doesn't that feel great? Up to $3,500 in exciting gift certificates. Share investment starts as low as $2,500. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see, we warm hearts, bright plans. Let your goals grow. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice, you know.
Yeah. Looking for office attire or worship apparel, then come to Tia's Classic Closet. Shopping for casual clothing or just want to dress down. Big discount, so it's you on clothing and comfortable shoes. Get some wonderful accessories to match your attire. Come to Tia's Classic Closet at 39 Montgomery Road. Opening hours daily from 9:30 to 5:30. For more information, call 710-168-99999.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to Youth Wednesdays and Tobago Updates Morning Show. You're viewing us here live in Port Moscaro, Tobago. We're here, bringing all the pertinent and, relevant discussions right here in Tobago, all over the world, in the region, to you, right at the palm of your hands, in front of your faces, whether you're viewing on our TV. We are wrapping up the month of April, guys.
Yes,
and April was, notoriously known for the hosting of the Jazz Festival in here in Tobago. And while we don't have any jazz, things are jazzing up in the place. But we do have an event coming up shortly.
Yes, in May on the 23rd, actually, the Duds Diving World Championship, and this will be the second time it's held in Tobago.
All right. Are you going to jump off in Charlottesville, and you're going to be one of those?
More than likely jump into a maxi to get there, but not jump off anything when I'm there. I'll be there, but as a witness.
But,
not a participant.
I've never been. I don't know if you went last year when it first debuted, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it brings, and I hope that this is one of the events that brings people to the island.
Yes, it
all the comments
seemed to be very successful and had a large turnout last year.
Yeah, and listen, contrary to popular opinion, or rather it might be unpopular, things are rather cheap here. So foreigners, bring your US, bring your euros, bring your British pound, the Canadian, come and spend, spend some time. It might cost you nothing to stay here, and Duds might only make you want to stay a little bit longer, right? But but just encouraging our Tobagonians to go up and support. It will be held at Charlottesville on the 23rd
and
of
it's
May.
a good opportunity for the expansion of sports tourism specifically. We have the ecotourism, we have the attractions in terms of the water facilities, etc. But sports tourism isn't really something that we have been tapping into, but it's a good avenue for us to pivot.
It's a good launching pad. But guys, we're going to just take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Just remember to
share the live, share the live, share the live.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Make your goals a reality this season with Mount Pleasant Credit Union. Tobago's choice, we got you smiling. Come and feel that mid-year feeling, oh yeah. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see, we warm hearts, bright plans, your goals grow. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice. You know, every loan wants to prove more reasons to celebrate. Chance to win big, doesn't that feel great? Up to $3,500 in exciting gift certificates. Share investment starts as low as $2,500. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see, we warm hearts, bright plans. Let your goals grow. Whoa. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice, you know.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, good morning and welcome back to Youth Wednesdays here on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. Currently in studio with us, we are joined by leader of the Unity of the People, Nico Phillips, and this morning we are going to be discussing several pertinent topics in the Tobago space. We're going to be talking about the passing of the Marine Park Bill, the proposal of the removal of the Caribbean Airlines subsidy for travel between Trinidad and Tobago, and of course the situation regarding the Tobago terminal. Good morning, Nkosi, and welcome to Tobago Updates.
Pleasant good morning to you, pleasant good morning to the youth, and pleasant good morning to the viewers of Trinidad and Tobago, and thank you very much for having me again.
Problem, it's our pleasure. So many Trinbagonians are referring to the air bridge travel between Trinidad and Tobago as a national necessity rather than a commercial service. The air bridge is something that is essential to both Trinidadians and Tobagonians accessing essential services that are located on either island. What are your comments regarding the proposal of the removal of the Caribbean Airlines subsidy?
Well, it was all over social media. My problem was, at this point in time, when the tourism is dead in Tobago, and we're only depending right now, Tobago is depending on the domestic tourism, that would not have been a good proposal at this point in time, seeing that the economy has not grown since the administrations both have come back into office or even were there before, leading up to the last general election. We already have the VIP. You know, when the persons who have the club cards, using the club card, they pay you $2,500 for the year, wherever they could get first preference or whatever. Maybe some additional costs could add on to those persons who use those club cards, but to the average person who's going for school, who's going for medical conditions, who's going for, you know, a fast business, or who's stuck in Trinidad because they couldn't get a ferry service, it is uncanny and would not be that friendly. So for me, I would have diminished that thought even though, and I know how you put it as a propaganda to see when you get the reaction from people, and then you pull it and say you're not going to do it. So, but we have to look at the fact that things were said that it's not going to be done. and then by the midnight, when you sleep and you wake up in the morning, you see a proposal from the government stating it is in effect. So I hope that they are sticking to their word, and it's going to be in effect, because at this point in time, the economy in Tobago cannot stand at that cost at all period.
Right. You know, the Caribbean Airlines has suffered many economic challenges over the years. The government, every new stint of the government, you know, had to allocate billions of TT dollars to essentially what we would call bail them out. In light of this reality, do you not think that the subsidy would kind of alleviate the burden off of the government, and you know the $1,000 as a subsidy, or the removal of the subsidy could redound to even giving greater roads, giving greater access to resources? So what are your thoughts, and if not, what is the alternative in your mind in light of this topic?
The alternative, I will give an alternative because I'm going to be paid to give an alternative. What I will say is that they need to cut back on their spending, the sponsorship that they do. They wouldn't sponsor an NGO, it wouldn't sponsor somebody who's really in need of it, but they will sponsor party events and things that they're not getting a comeback to. Poor management, they need a board that actually thinks beyond just carrying flights to Trinidad and Tobago internationally, and look at ways they can do. Some of the flights are too extremely high, and we know at peak season they would increase it normal. If I'm in America and I say that October Carnival, okay, good, normally I get a flight to come here for $250 or $350 US. And then all of a sudden a flight goes up to $2,005 US on just for October, and then you're coming here and not getting what you actually are. And I could go to Miami for $23 US or whatever. Why would I come here? They have to look at the seasons and look at the times and of their marketing. Their marketing strategy is very poor. Excellent service from the Caribbean Airlines staff, hands down.
But you think it's excellent?
Yes, I can say so. Okay. I have never had a bad encounter to that extent, even international or local. The staff is really good. I think also they are undermining the staff. They are not treating the staff properly, and sometimes when persons get that kind of alterations with them or altercations with them at the airport, is because if you treat your staff properly, because you're seeing the bigger guns getting the bigger parties, the bigger things happening to them, they need to market properly. They need to also have a proper board that looks beyond the economy of just traveling back and forth, and look at marketing the system properly in order for them to make the money. You see actual flights, they're selling you the plane book, and then when you see some of these international flights coming, you have 5 people, 10 people on a flight. Market yourself properly, and you have a good connection with the international flights and Trinidad and Tobago, because sometimes, for example, the first 2 years of Carnival, October Carnival, when I was in the United Nations, I was on the way back. I had some extra bags from tourism here in Tobago, and I told them I said I'm rushing back to go for the October Carnival, and the staff in Caribbean Airlines in New York, JFK, none of them knew that they had an October Carnival in Tobago. So it was real. I was like, what? So when I gave them the bag and they saw the little pamphlet from tourism, they was like, you serious? That is why everybody was rushing, and they didn't know people were rushing for that. So as I said, it's marketing, it's communication. We need to have a proper chemistry with the government of Trinidad and Tobago along with the board. We need to stop appointing persons who don't know anything about, you putting square pegs in round holes, and put persons who can market the economy. Also partner with international flights, so you could have a relationship to say, okay, good, if you're not going to have a German flight, can we use some of your airlines in Germany to bring some of the people? Market it properly, but we don't having that. We're just having people putting on boards, don't know what they're doing, and the marketing is very poor.
Yeah. So we also saw, where there were some comments in the space from a minister. We've seen some opposing comments. What are your thoughts on that? Is it that you because I heard you earlier saying that perhaps they just threw it out there to see what the reaction of the public would be, to see if it would be a good go ahead or not.
Right, and that's what I said. The Honorable Prime Minister Kamala Persaud says that has to maintain law and order within her governance, which is not happening, because you have Dr. Munilal Minister Munilal saying one thing, and then you have the Minister of Trade and he's saying different thing, and he's adamant that it should happen, and he's like that they could pay that. So, and then you have the Prime Minister then dispelling that, then you have the Chief Secretary dispelling it. So you have a confused government and people talking beyond their measures. If this is a responsibility for the transport minister, let the transport minister say. But then again, it was a cabinet note that he said, I think the minister said it was a proposal in cabinet, and then how did the proposal get leaked? So there is no level of secrecy or no level of togetherness there, and I think I'm glad that it came out the way it is, and people, you get the reaction from people there. But let me tell you something. It has to work, and it has to happen sometime. But at where the economy is now, it cannot happen at this point in time.
Yeah, well, perhaps the confusion is indicative of the democracy that we have.
Well, that is going to work whenever we have good governance and good leadership, and persons not voting for party and looking at persons who will actually take the economy forward.
Yes. So shifting gears a bit, last Thursday we would have seen the recent passing of the Marine Park Bill in the Assembly Legislature, and accompanying that bill was the ban on the use of specified watercraft vessel, and this comes after several persons within the public domain have been requesting stricter regulations regarding the use of these vessels, and it comes also after the unfortunate fatal jet ski incident which occurred at the Pigeon Point Heritage Park. Where do you stand on this entire issue?
As I stand in the beginning, first let me say, a bold move by the Tobago House of Assembly, but a move that is not democratic enough, without consultation and with the level of secrecy and also with the flaws. Because I'm not a fool. This documentation that is here, as you can see, the Tobago Marine Park Bill 2026, that was sent to the media house. This little document here, right? Look at the difference with this document. This document here, the full document, this full was sent to the media house 1 o'clock. And the discussion started at 10. You had people discussing the whole 2026, the real bill, the proper presentation of a bill. As you can see it here, it's marked number 1 of 2020, 10 session, blah, 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 blah. That is how a bill is supposed to be done. You sent this nonsense. This is like a draft pieces of what they pull out from here, and they add in here, score, pull in something here with the addition of my recommendations for certification, for training of jet ski operators, and also a moderation of certain things that I would have sent to a tourism project since last day before the election to tourism, and up to now I still can't understand who won the project or where the $50,000 gone to. But I'm saying this, there must be consultation. You cannot, I agree with them, we need to put stricter regulation. I've been bathing in the beach. I've seen some of the jet ski persons who are very rude and very discouraging to go to because it had a time when I was there and a lady spoke to them and this individual well cussed out the lady. And I was literally there and I would have been saying it over and over that they need regulation. Regulation is good, but without consultation, there are still flaws in this bill, plenty. And I'm having a press conference this week to actually lay out the flaws in the bill. And I'm hoping that this bill be rejected by the opposition until it comes back to Tobago and they have proper consultation with the stakeholders and allow them to understand. Because I think I saw a video circulating where some of the jet ski operators were served an injunction, and just based on hearing them, listening to them, they do not have knowledge of what even the bill has in it. And you cannot pass a bill just like a thief in the night, send it to a media house 1 o'clock after 3 hours into a debate, and then come and do that cut and paste, and this is a cut and paste. The only additions that you have to these certain regulations, and notwithstanding the fact that the Tobago House of Assembly does not have jurisdiction over the Coast Guard or the police service or these things on the water. They have jurisdiction over the reef patrol persons or whatever, but the reef patrol persons are not under the National Ambulance Security to give a ticket or to give where is the corporation of licensing? This is a vehicle. You could actually say this is a vehicle on water. Is it going to have the partnership of motor vehicle registration? Are you going to be registered with that? And all these things have to come into place.
Well, motor vehicles and waterborne crafts are two completely different things, so they wouldn't fall under the ambit of the Motor Vehicle Act.
Perfect. Right. So what act does it fall under?
Well, it would more fall under the those watercrafts act. I think there's even a regulation that speaks to the use of jet skis. It was posted on Facebook sometime.
Perfect.
But this is what the bill attempts to highlight and to fix and to think, right? What are some of the discrepancies or the errors or flaws that you would have highlighted, if you want to mention two?
One, was there a committee put in place for this bill? That's one. Two, who was the committee members? Three, did they take note of any of the persons who are in the Jet Ski Association, any other persons of the committees of these committees to put in the bill? Now, as I said before, I am just glad that my parts are entered into the bill, and I heard my parts, which is the certification, the training, and continue assessment of certain things. I understand that part. But I'm not going to sit here and give anything. As I said, I'm going to draft out certain things that they left as clause, and I just asked you the same thing. The Tobago House of Assembly does not have jurisdiction over the police service, and then again, we don't have a Coast Guard board in Tobago. So all these things I'm looking to be added in regulations to that, and putting those things in place that they must. Right now we have 2 patrol boats that are sitting in the Buku Integrated Facility that I've mentioned on a video already before, and it's not been used. It's only been used when we have international person in the island to go triathlon and certain things. We need to put all these things in place. We cannot leave a loophole. Also, you are putting here in the clause that the responsibility lies on the association or the person. But THA also has a responsibility as well. For example, to be sued. And if you put it like that there,
on what premise?
In terms of the liability of not putting things in place properly. Yes, they put things in place, but because this paper here giving the administrator the certain powers, and something is wrong somewhere. Because how much times do you change as administrator? You have to go back to the same thing. You're also giving the powers in one person's hand. That shouldn't be. There must be a committee form, regulator committee, that we can have somebody. The THA has a lot of responsibilities. Assemblyman has a lot of responsibilities. It is time we trickle down the responsibilities, and we have something that, if this incident happens, God forbid it happens again. The THA could not stand liability. We need to put things like that. If the THA chooses to say, okay, good, we are going to compensate the family out of courtesy, but also the law must stick to say, okay, good, the jet ski or association or the jet ski personnel who did that must stand full liability to that family, also to the law.
Yeah,
right.
And I think that is what the bill is trying to achieve. In the House, we heard the debating last week that the Tobago House of Assembly is remitted certain powers as it pertains to the management of the Marine Park. As it stands right now, there's no enforcing. So in the absence of any regulation, there is no impetus for them to enforce anything, and therefore there's no liability or imputement of a liability on the THA because they are not liable. So the debate in the House highlighted that there would be regulation, licensing. They even mentioned that the operators may need to be licensed and so on, because in a case like that, what happened in a couple of weeks ago, right? In other territories, the operators are liable because they have insurance. So, what else do you think that the Tobago House of Assembly ought to have done, if not this bill, to fix this situation? Because it was also mentioned in the House that this has been an ongoing thing since Mr. Orville London days. So, what should have been the approach, if not this bill?
Besides consultation, let me just add one thing to it. I also said in my proposal, we create beach patrol officers with the powers of giving a ticket or laying a fine to the person and then forwarding it to where it's supposed to go, so there could be a fine to them. Because let me just say they have no respect for the reef patrol officer, they don't have that powers. Create in the regulation that job. So therefore you do two things. You create a job employment, you create a facility for where you now have the enforcers of the law. What is wrong with us in Trinidad and Tobago is that we have regulations, we have bills, we have laws, but there's no full enforcement. So what I would like to see in this bill is a reef patrol officer or beach patrol officer with the powers to give a ticket for persons who are not withstanding the law as it relates to the jet ski operation. Listen, the bill is good to an extent. Without consultation, without that input of it, there are certain flaws that needs to be changed. The verbs in terms of persons who are given the opportunity to just stand alone, and they need to put a committee. There are certain regulations also needed to put, and then I think we should be good. But for me, I don't like how they operate like thief in the night. You cannot send this at 1 o'clock to a media house when you are 3 hours in a debate, and then having persons in Tobago debating the 2020 bill when we didn't know what they saw this 2026 bill. And this is not a bill, this is like a piece of scrap where they just pick and choose, pull from here, and then they need to stop it. Okay, you won. Act like if, it's a true democracy in Tobago, and there's not a true democracy in Tobago. So that's all I could say for that part of it. Again, my condolences to the family, and I do hope that the THA stands now, having just before the bill of this, whatever nonsense this is that they're sending to Trinidad, I am asking that the opposition, if it doesn't sing too good, reject it until proper consultation is done. The proper things are putting, proper clauses are changed and put into the bill that it reflects on, leaving no gaps for anybody to be unturned. All right?
So,
Nico and Wayne, we had a lot of pertinent discussions this morning, but we don't have much time, so unfortunately we do have to bring the interview to a close. But we want to thank you for joining us on Tobago Updates this morning, for sharing your opinions, your suggestions. We appreciate it all, and it was a pleasure having you on the show this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, and youths continue to rise. Thank you.
So viewers, we do have to go to a break now, but before we go to the break, Dwayne and I must remind you to
share the live, share the live, share the live.
Are you ready, Tobago, for the BHS Centennial Raffle Live Draw? 10 amazing prizes, one unforgettable evening. Join us this Thursday, April 30th at 5 p.m. live on the Rotunda at the Esplanade in Tobago. Catch the action live on Tobago Updates wherever you are. Who will take home the grand prize? It could be you.
Looking for office attire or worship apparel, then come to Tia's Classic Closet. Shopping for casual clothing or just want to dress down. Big discount, so it's you on clothing and comfortable shoes. Get some wonderful accessories to match your attire. Come to Tia's Classic Closet at 39 Montgomery Road. Opening hours daily from 9:30 to 5:30. For more information, call 710-168-99999.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Trinidad is my home, and I always say charity begins at home. So I'm just delighted to bring this team of dedicated volunteers. Part of our motto is that we just don't send relief. We hand deliver it with care and compassion. And as I would always tell my team, the best way to find oneself is to lose oneself in the service of others.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Make your goals a reality this season with Mount Pleasant Credit Union. Tobago's choice, we got you smiling. Come and feel that mid-year feeling, oh yeah. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see, we warm hearts, bright plans, your goals grow. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice. You know, every loan once approved, more reasons to celebrate. Chance to win big, doesn't that feel great? Up to $3,500 in exciting gift certificates. Share investment starts as low as $2,500. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see, we warm hearts, bright plans, let your goals grow. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice, you know.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, good morning and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. It's Youth Wednesdays, and joining me in studio currently are two gentlemen who are fully outfitted and representing the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute. Joining me is Mr. Virgis Lovelace, who is a culinary lecturer, and alongside him is Mr. Kern Reyes, who is a student at THDI. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to Tobago Updates.
Good morning.
So this morning you're here to discuss with us a student dinner that you are hosting. And I saw the flyer, and the theme is a night of nostalgic renaissance. It's a striking theme, and I am eager to know what inspired it and what exactly is this event.
A night of nostalgic renaissance basically was inspired by going back to the foundation of culinary. So the nostalgic is taking you back to the foundation where we will use all the original techniques and procedures and reinvent them to create something new using modern day techniques and stuff like that.
Okay, so this event, is it something that regularly happens? Is it a fundraiser?
What happened at the second year students, they have a function to pull up a course called Food Prep 3. So every Food Prep 3 class would put on a function, a final function. So this is their final function at this time.
Okay. And you mentioned the course that they undergo, Food Prep 3.
Yeah.
What different learning objectives does this course bring as opposed to regular classroom instruction?
Okay, so Food Prep 3 is different. It's similar to 1 and 2, but what happens is that during the course of the time at the institute, they would have covered butchery, baking 1, baking 2, they would have done accounting. So what we do now, we communicate all the subjects together to put off this one function.
Okay, and I'm sure that this event is of great importance in terms of developing their skills as students at THCI.
Yes, definitely, because at the end of this course, they would then go on to their internship and then they go out into the world of work. So this is a starting block for that occasion.
So, Mr. Reyes, as a student who is involved in this event, what has the preparation process thus far been like?
The preparation process has been out of this world to see. In terms of, we basically had the opportunity to do everything from scratch. We had to get our own suppliers. Let me use the time to big up some of the local suppliers, CHE Songs, Refix World, and others. We also had to do plenty research. So that's why we basically created our menu across the world. So our entire menu is derived from all the different continents across the world. So we took all of this and we brought it together to create a night of nostalgic renaissance.
You mentioned all that you had to do to prepare. Personally, what was the biggest learning point for you in this entire experience?
The biggest learning point is getting everybody to function together as one.
Okay, and out of everything that you guys have planned for the evening, from the menu, the foods, the drinks, what are you most excited about for guests to experience?
Well, I am most excited for the guests to experience the whole experience in terms of the way the place is going to be laid out, the music. And we also have Tobago's very own international recording artist Nico Phillips performing. So it's going to be a night that's going to be remembered for years to come.
Not just eats and drinks,
not
you
just
have
eats
a
and
lot
drinks.
in store.
It's a well-rounded production.
Yes. And as a lecturer at the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute, Mr. Lovelace, how has teaching students and imparting your knowledge shaped you as an individual? And was this always your choice of career?
Honestly, yes, it was my choice of career. You know, if I could just give a backstory of myself, I did home economics in secondary school then. So the only thing I know is food. I don't know nothing else but food. But the thing about it is that this inspires me every day to go out and create or help to shape young minds or individuals to be professionals. You know, we look at the Caribbean, we look at throughout the world, we talk about tourism, and I know Tobago is driven by tourism, but our food is the main thing that stands out. So on a daily basis, I look forward to impart the knowledge, and then we could take the basic, let me say, crab and dumpling, and how could we carry it to the next level? So that's my joy on a daily basis.
Okay. And when I looked at the flyer, I saw that there's a cost attached to it. So is this event open to the public, and that's the cost that they will have to pay?
Yes, this event is open to the public. The cost is $450. but it's for an 8-course menu. 8 courses.
Okay, and remind us of the date and the time and the location as well.
The date is the 2nd of May, which is this Saturday coming. The time is from 6. The dinner starts at 6, and then we proceed through everything that we have planned for our patrons.
Okay. And as we look to close off this interview, I want either of you to just educate the viewers on what more we can look forward to from the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute.
The thing about the school that we offer short courses, so persons who are looking for to come look for a short course, like you say in Indian cookery, or you want to do tourism, culinary, any short courses like that we offer, but then we offer also for persons who are looking for a degree. So we have the associate degree in culinary, and we have the diploma in culinary. We have food and beverage. So it's open to any person who is interested, especially who wants to be part of the tourism industry.
Okay, so the education is the institution, is committed to building the tourism industry.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for joining us on Tobago Updates this morning. It was a pleasure having you, and viewers, you heard it here, May 2nd, 6 p.m. a night of nostalgic renaissance. Ensure to be there. Only $150 for an 8-course meal.
No, $450.
$450 for an 8-course meal. My apologies. That seems like a catch to me. So, gentlemen, we want to thank you again for being here. And viewers, don't go anywhere. We do have another interview in store for you. And as we close, I want to remind you to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, 339.
Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But do you know your numbers?
Of course, 624-333.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson.
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago, they offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. Have business will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Are you ready, Tobago, for the BHS Centennial Raffle Live Draw? 10 amazing prizes, one unforgettable evening. Join us this Thursday, April 30th at 5 p.m. live on the Rotunda at the Esplanade in Tobago. Catch the action live on Tobago Updates wherever you are. Who will take home the grand prize? It could be you.
Looking for office attire or worship apparel, then come to Tia's Classic Closet. Shopping for casual clothing or just want to dress down. Big discount, so it's you on clothing and comfortable shoes. Get some wonderful accessories to match your attire. Come to Tia's Classic Closet at 39 Montgomery Road. Opening hours daily from 9:30 to 5:30. For more information, call 710-168-99999.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
The year of the fire horse, and also might say fire phoenix. For those of you who are horse lovers, and just love coming to Tobago and, sitting on that horse and riding on the Bucco Beach into the sunset, this is a place for you this morning. This is the interview and discussion you would like to hear this morning. And to have this discussion this morning is none other than Veronica Danzella Fortune, co-owner of Healing with the Horses, right here in Tobago, guys. Good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I feel very honored that I'm here in this chair, and I'm really looking forward to talk about my passion and share my passion with you. It's the year of the fire horse, yes. And we presently cater for 11 beautiful equines. So equine is the name for horses and ponies. So we have some, they're very young, and some they're very old. Some of them are here with us since 18 years, 19 years. Mr. Shavari is 28. Yeah.
All right. So, Healing with Horses, you're the co-owner. How long has, Healing with Horses been, present in Tobago, offering its services? And what are some of the services you guys offer?
Yeah. So we're in Tobago since 20 years now. We moved to Bucco in 2006. And let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I was born in South Germany in a small little village where I minded horses, and I was supported by my parents and by my neighbors. And then I became a coach and a trainer, and I was working in a horse musical, and life became very tight and tense. Working in the horse musical, 10 shows a week. I felt like show business is like no business. And I quit in 2000. And Jean Lyons, Miss Jean Lyons from Tobago, she invited me to come and just relax and hear the coquelicot and play Mass with her. And I did. In 2004, I came to Tobago and played Mass. And I was a restless soul before, and Tobago helped me to settle down and feel grounded. Yes. So true. And and then I met a horse in the rainforest, which was Jennifer. Jennifer is really the co-founder of Being and Healing with Horses, because she shared with me, it's not about controlling the horse, it's about enjoying being outdoors, enjoying connecting, and meeting a horse where I now know it can be my mutual team partner. So Jennifer was a free-spirited horse up in space.
And is that Jennifer right there?
That is her. That is her. Yeah. She passed away 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, she turned 35. And the story is that, you know, it took me actually 6 months until I was able to get close to her. And then I walked her from Speyside to Boko. And that was really, that's the story. That's the beginning of being with horses and then healing with horses. Healing with horses was then created later on in 2010 as we registered a foundation because we wanted to give the opportunity to everyone who feels the need to do something different, maybe doesn't has the money, maybe doesn't has the physical ability. So we started to give sessions, equine nature therapy sessions to people with special needs. And we invited the Tobago School for the Deaf and the Happy Haven School and other organizations to come once a week for their after-school session.
So healing of horses has made its name in Tobago, and some might even argue in the region and in the world. Take us through the year of the fire horse. Is it that you're going to be lighting the horse on fire, you know, and setting it ablaze and letting it run through Boko into the water? Just tell us about this.
So the year of the fire horse, you know, you can Google the year of the fire horse. It's something international. It comes from the Chinese astrology, and the year of the fire horse. And I mean, many of us feel it already, that maybe we are at the edge of something new. And that brings me to the chapter I actually wanted to talk with you about this morning. It's the woman empowering. You know, I speak about the woman right now who maybe wants to do something different, doesn't want to tap in the old life again, but doesn't know as yet what's coming.
Right.
And so the year of the fire horse brings all that out, you know, be brave. And the horse helps us. The horse can help us, and we invite women to come for as less as $100 to come and enjoy a 2-hour session. You register at the headquarters, and you come into the sanctuary, and you meet the horse. And it's maybe you never met a horse before, but it's going to be beautiful because you have to learn to trust and just surrender. And that's about life, you know. Trusting and surrendering is not something we are used to because we are used to control everything. But you know, there is Almighty who is actually guiding us.
Yes, certainly, and I love that. So when is this event going to be taking place? And before we get over to this lovely book that we're seeing here with you, what date is the event? How do people register? Do they just show up? Just give us some more information.
Yeah, you can register via WhatsApp, 305-2000. 305-2000. We're going to start next week, Tuesday. We are actually presently on a retreat. We have been working really hard the last 6 months. I don't know if you saw it in the media. We upgraded our sanctuary. Now it is fully wheelchair accessible. So we have been working really hard with all our staff members and volunteers and specially abled employees. So we are on a retreat until next week, Monday. But then on Tuesday, we start the offering where you come in the office, you get registered, and you be introduced to all the horses. I have our lovely calendar here where, for example, we have Mr. Winston for the ones who are, you know, need to start with a short horse. Mr. Winston is only 2.5 feet tall. He's a miniature pony. He's going to be in May, on the 5th of May, 26 years old. He was born in England, 2000.
Wow.
And, you know, you're gonna walk him through the village, along the beach, and then we're going to go also swimming with the horses. So this is a non-riding experience. This is really a being with horses session where you learn to be with the horses and learn to lead that majestic animal. But you can only lead when you step into your own power. That means when you believe in yourself, when you're confident, when you're calm. So these are very significant points which we need in life to be a good mother, to be a great wife, to be a great friend, because nobody wants to be around somebody who is scared and coward and, you know, I think I want to inspire women, and that's why we also offer that, to be brave, to be courageous. And this is the element of the Year of the Fire Horse. And of course, the same thing is for men. It's not only for women. Okay, so register 305-2000, pay a donation for 100 TTs, and you are welcome to join. We have limited space, so 10 people per day from Tuesdays until Saturdays.
All right. So guys, you heard it here first. We just want to go quickly over to your book. You wrote a book. Just tell us about the title.
Yeah, I wrote a book, Following the Call. I think that is very important that we all follow the call, meaning really truly do in life what you love to do. And don't do something which your auntie is telling you. Do something your call, your passion. And this is also something what we work with. Anybody who comes through the doors of Healing with Horses, we have different opportunities which you can experience, and then you maybe find what you love to do in life. So my book talks about basically my lives with all the ups and downs. And we have a lovely center here where it shows me in how I grew up with only 6 years in South Germany. And then when we go through it, I show it to you, starting with the animals. And I experienced many different things. You know, I became a horse trainer and a coach first, and then I actually stopped that because it was so rigid. And then I became a makeup artist, special effect, and I did body painting for exhibitions, for example. And then I got the offer of working in a horse musical, combining both. And I said yes, even I was scared. But I learned so much. I was working with many, many different people from different countries. And so it's a book about following the call. If it doesn't feel right for you anymore, what you do in life, you know, you may stop it because there's a new thing waiting for you. And there is something new which is calling you. And even if you give yourself a break, maybe take a Sabbath year, you need to do that to find yourself again and find yourself center and find your true gift, your God-given gift. So that's my book, and it's available in different bookstores, but it's also available by us in the office.
So that is Miss Veronica. Thank Love Fortune. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Healing with Horses, guys. You know, support them. You know, come to Tobago. Those of you in Trinidad, those of you in the region, come to Tobago and experience Healing with Horses, the Year of the Fire Horse. Thank you for joining us this morning. And guys, this brings us to the end of Youth Wednesdays on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. You bring us here live right here in Portmore, Scarborough, Tobago. This is Dwayne Nurse signing out. But just remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Today we had the main ridge cleanup, so we had a lot of stakeholders come together in the best interest of ensuring that the main ridge is, nicely preserved. We were blessed to have the presence of the EMA, the Environmental Management Authority. We had the Tobago Reforestation and Watershed Rehabilitation Program here in full support, and we also had representatives from TTAL, Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, as well as the regular support from the Office of the Secretary, Mr. Henry, and members of the Forestry Department.
The cleanup is part of our efforts to celebrate World Forestry Day or International Day of the Forest. This is a day that was declared by the United Nations General Assembly in 2012 to highlight the importance of forests to the entire globe, basically. And we, being part of the division, we normally will do this as part of our commemorative day to show that we are stewards of the environment and of the forest resources that we have.
We had bottles, we had a lot of bottles. Come from motorists traversing the area, they throw their bottles out the window. We had some plastic bags. I saw a lot of cigarette packs, and cigarettes is a real concern to me. When you throw the butts out the window, it causes a lot of bushfire. So I'm pleading with people across the nation, please be mindful of these things.
Waste matter still gets itself into protected green areas, and we as humans and we as Tobagonians, we have a duty and responsibility to be stewards of these spaces in just very simple actions. If you're driving through the rainforest, we expect that you would keep your trash or your rubbish with you until you get to a point where you can dispose of it safely and efficiently.
Our main Ridge Forest Reserve is our backyard, and once it's our backyard, it's our home, and we have a responsibility to treat our home with respect and protect it, not only for now, but for our young ones coming up and for the greater good, meaning the rainforest contributes to a lot of our climate, the ozone, the oxygen that we breathe on a daily basis. So it is good to protect what matters most, and we start at home.
The main ridge protects our entire biodiversity, and it also secures our water resources. And I believe that our livelihood actually is deeply rooted and connected to nature, whether you like it or not. For some persons, it is direct. For some persons, it is indirect. And for me, it is indeed, I would call it an extraordinary milestone, because this year, come April, we are actually celebrating 250 years of this main ridge reserve being protected since 1776.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
It's a brand new morning, rise up
morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. I am your host, Nico Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, you know whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you will have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting topics and conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. The preliminary results from the People's National Movement Tobago Council internal elections are finalized. Shamfaka Joe Lewis is officially the political leader, joined by Chairman Nicole Henry and General Secretary Akisi London. Notably, several of the Team Unity members secured key spots, including Petal Daniel Benoit as Vice Chairman and Clarence Jacob as Treasurer. However, the Public Relations Officer position was omitted due to a printing oversight. A by-election for the post will be announced shortly. Additionally, the legal fallout from the recent jet ski fatality accident is intensifying. Several jet ski owners in Tobago have been served with formal legal letters from the Tobago House of Assembly and the Pigeon Point Heritage Park. This move follows the passage of the Marine Park Bill and the THA's commitment to holding operators accountable. The letter signals a significant step in the Assembly's efforts to enforce stricter liability and safety standards at the island's premier beach facility. And finally, a victory for traditional business processes will see the return of paper-based company filing. A High Court judge has ruled that the Register General's online-only filing system for company registration is unlawful. The court held that the exclusion of paper-based application was discriminatory and lacked proper legal authority. This means the registrar must now facilitate both physical and digital registrations, ensuring that all citizens can access the services regardless of their technological capabilities. And that was our news in 90 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we take a brief break right here and we'll be back after this. See you soon.
60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong.
Okay, I find you taking long to play the card. Come on, I'm all in time, so good, but yo, what school you went by?
Diane Bishops, boy.
Bishops?
Yeah, we know the baddest has come out of Bishops, sir.
The baddest?
But telling her,
we know the baddest, boy. One night and night, and I is the baddest.
My Bishop is the best, boy.
Yo, what's going on with Tola? What's going on?
It's only one way to settle this. We'll be live on Youth Voice TV, where I, your host, Multibass, will be hosting the Rep Your School DJ competition, where DJs will go head-to-head in a crazy battle to secure the title. We have cash prizes of $10,000 to come out and win, and a lot of amazing prizes. Guys, what are you waiting for? Let me come out, come and showcase your skills. Come, let me do some juggling. So guys, there are two categories for DJs that are out of school up to 35 years. And for the DJs that are currently in school, it must be up to 19 years of age. So guys, get ready. It's all about Rep Your School. It's all about the DJ competition.
Who will bring the best vibes? Who can control the crowd? And who will earn the bragging rights? You get a chance to be a part and witness the rise of the new DJ generation. So this is Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ, live on Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ competition. Rep Your School.
Up and
morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates, ladies and gentlemen. This morning we jump straight ahead into our conversation, and we are chatting with Mr. Adrian Mark, who is an event promoter. And this morning we're talking about the hike to Cotton Bay. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for the opportunity.
Excellent. Now, first of all, tell us a bit about your organization and some of the activities that you have been engaging in, and how did you come about with this hike to Cotton Bay?
All right. Well, the organization that I have is actually, I promote tours under the name of Buck ATVs, Rides and Tours. All right, water sports as well. And this is what we do. We normally take people on small trails, that is in Golden Lane, Culloden to be exact. Also in another part of Golden Lane, Experiment, and take it down to the back road there. You know, pass through, you meet up to Lescatu, from Lescatu to Moriah, that is on the ATV. All right, so we do tours like that in Golden Lane, trying to promote the area in such a sense now. All right, yeah, so that's that's a little bit about what I have to offer.
Right. And I like the fact that you guys are diversifying where persons can experience Tobago. Because when people, a lot of persons come to Tobago and they stay on the west end of the island and they miss out the opportunity to experience a number of other areas that Tobago has to offer with beautiful scenery as well. And so, you know, taking persons to that Culloden, Lescatu, Mariah area where the views are also extremely impeccable.
Of course.
Tell us a bit about this particular hike, the time and the date, and what persons can expect.
All right, the date is the 31st of May, right? We're looking to start off around, I see the flyer say 8, but we're looking to start off a little earlier.
Right.
All right. What do you want to expect? We want to expect you to have a good time on the hike. It's actually myself and two other colleagues of mine, that is Nicholas Frank and Mr. Ronaldo Kwashi. I must give credit to them for helping me pull this event together. All right. We want you to come on the event, come on the trail, and have a good time. All right. Some of the things you could expect on that trail, on the hike after, we'll be having after you reach the destination of the beautiful beach of Cotton Bay, formerly known as Big Bay. Some folks know it as Big Bay. All right. We want you to come and experience, after your hike, we want you to come and experience a little roast fish, a little roast potato. You could come and do some fishing on that day, have a little sports, you know. Have some fruits as a kind of, you know, relaxation after you done hike, so to speak. The cost for the hike is $150. That's your registration fee. All right, that's your registration fee, and we promise you that you will have a grand time on that morning of the hike.
Right,
Yes.
and tell us a bit about how persons can access some of the services of Buck ATV outside of the hike. You said that you usually do ATV rides and stuff, and persons are usually looking for fun things to do on the weekend, having that adventure, excitement. How can persons contact you, or you know, where are you located?
All right, you can contact me at 494-7422. 494-7422. And the plug for the ATV again, one of the things we want to promote is the Golden Lane and the heritage of Golden Lane. So we are pretty soon from now, there are things that we are going to include in the ATV tours. For example, you will have where you come there and experience the tradition of Golden Lane, the tradition of Tobago, so to speak, in terms of having the fire on top, fire below, roast bake, right? You'll have the cocoa tea. You'll have some of the roast fish. These are packages we want to offer. We want to show you some of the stuff that used to happen in Golden Lane long time. So it's not just a tour on the ATV bikes. We want to allow you to have an experience apart from the tour. So you could come and you book your breakfast and we cater for that. You could come and you book your local food and we cater for that as part of the package of the ATV rides.
Right, understood.
Also, we want to sell the fact that you're coming to a place where you experience a bay in Culloden called Little Bay. It's a kind of private, clean and secluded beach, well taken care of. I must give credit to the person down there that is taking care of the beach. Yes, well taken care of. You could come and experience it. You could come and have some rock climbing on the beach as well. That is all included in the ATV tours. Yeah.
Right. And what about the persons who are like myself that are really concerned about, you know, safety and security while being a part of these hikes and tours?
All right, safety. I could guarantee you that you'll be safe. Right. In terms of us providing safety gears or so on, we provide you with helmets. All right. The actual part of you being safe in terms of any kind of thing will happen to you, I could guarantee you have no need to worry about that.
Right.
All right. What you will come and do, I could guarantee that you'll come and be experiencing a good time. Have no need for concerns about your safety.
Right.
Yes.
And so again, tell us a bit about the date and the time where the hike would be gathering. How long is the trail actually?
The trail for the hike could be, let's say, we time it to be an hour. Right, in going down. And that is slow pace. But us growing up as young people, we used to run down and come back up. But for when we create time for a hike, let's say it's about an hour and going down. All right. The time again, we're looking to kick off around 8, all right, or a little earlier than 8 o'clock. All right. That's on the 31st of May.
Right, and that's usually a time where it's kind of sunny, and it's coming to a place where the sun is usually when we hear about hikes, they start like 6 a.m. in the morning. You know,
we want to challenge your fitness.
Understood.
We want to challenge your fitness. We want to challenge your mind. See how capable you are to come on this. You know, so that's why I say around 8 or could be a little earlier, depending on anything. But we want to actually challenge your mind on the hike as well. So, given the time, you know, you're gonna have some sun. We want to see how you could take it.
Right. Understood.
It's more like a rugged kind of thing. So we want it in this case here. We want to challenge all them fitness clubs and all them gym people to come and be a part of it. Let us challenge your mind to see how you could stand up to this hike afterwards. It's a one-of-a-kind experience. Yes.
All right. Well, we look forward to stepping up to the challenge.
Yep.
Tell us a bit about why it's so important for persons, not just young persons, but Tobagonians and persons that are on the island to participate and be a part of these type of initiatives.
It builds togetherness, one. It builds unity, it builds peace, all right, camaraderie around one another. In some cases, it builds relationships, hookups on the hike, you know, because somebody might find a boyfriend or somebody might find a girlfriend on the hike, you know, just by trying to help them. Now, you understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. So you can build a kind of hookup on the hike, you know. So let me put a plug for some single people out there now. If you're single and you're looking for somebody, perhaps Box ATV tour and hike will be the place that you could find that person, because, you know, as I say, we want to challenge your mind, so you don't know, in going down, you might find somebody to hold your hand to take you down, or to come up, you might find somebody to hold. You understand this kind of thing, male or female? So we want to put that out there to kind of challenge you. Yeah,
so now the hike has turned into a singles hike, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right, but we look forward to a successful hike that's taking place on May the 31st.
Yeah.
Where is the gathering point? Where should persons assemble?
The gathering point will be at Woodlands.
Right.
Woodlands, we're looking at by the roundabout there. All right. So we gather there and we go down to the trail from that point there. So Woodlands.
Right. Is this the first official hike that Buck ATV is having?
Yes, it will be the first, but definitely won't be the last, because we have some other trails that we're looking to carry you all on. Once we get the folks to come out, there are some other trails that we want to carry them. It's more like exploring Tobago and boosting tourism as well too, yeah?
Understood. So remind the persons the number that they can call to get tickets for this hike.
All right, it's not a ticket event. You just call and you register. You call 494-7422, 494-7422. All right, and you just call and you see if you want to be a part of the hike, and we give you more information. There's a group chat that we created for you all, you know, to be a part of it, and then we could send you the requirements to be a part of the hike there.
Understood. Well, this sounds like a really enjoyable experience to want to be a part of, and so we look forward to the success of it, and it even going further and having those other tours and other hikes throughout Tobago.
Yeah.
So remind us briefly about the ATVs and how persons can book those if they are interested.
All right. Again, for booking of the ATVs, you can call 494-7422. 494-7422. We work with your time. You call us and you schedule a date, and then we give you the information, and we work with your time. All right. There's also soon to come with the box ATVs. There's a ATV safari, the train safari. So we are doing a train that could hold the maximum of 10 persons.
Right.
All right. So we put you on the train and we give you a tour to the beach, right, instead of you riding. For those that can't ride the ATVs and say, I can't ride, you're afraid of riding, we have a train coming soon on board so that you could be in the train and you explore the beauty of Golden Lane, the beauty of Culloden, the beauty of what we have to offer you.
Understood. Yeah. Well, we want to thank you so much for being here this morning and letting us know all that Buck ATV has been doing and continues to do as it pertains to its contribution to Tobago's tourism product. And giving persons something to do. Now, you can't say that there's nothing to do in Tobago.
Of course.
When there's ATV rides, tours, hikes, and you name it. And, of course, beautiful beaches.
Of course.
Adrian, I want to thank you again for being here.
Problem.
You and your entire team for the work that you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here.
I want to just big up the sponsors before you take a break.
No problem.
The sponsors for the hike, permit me to pick up Sanja's Bakeries, all right, and Presidential Tintin and Auto Spas for being a part of this hike. They are sponsors of the hike, so we want to just big them up. And if you're looking for somebody to do detailing your cars, you could connect with Auto Spas. If you're looking for a best bakery in Tobago, you could find Sanja's Bakery, because she's a part of the, she's sponsored. And if you're looking for somebody to do Tintins, you can look at Presidential Tintin to do your business. Yes.
Excellent. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be back after this. See you soon.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So, even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Make your goals a reality this season with Mount Pleasant Credit Union. Tobago's choice, we got you smiling. Come and feel that mid-year feeling, oh yeah. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see we warm hearts, bright plans, your goals grow. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice. You know, every loan wants to prove more reasons to celebrate. Chance to win big, doesn't that feel great? Up to $3,500 in exciting gift certificates. Share investment starts as low as $2,500. Mid-year island dreams, we make it easy. $20,000 to $100,000. Come and see we warm hearts, bright plans, let your goals grow. Whoa. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, Tobago's choice, you know.
Are you ready, Tobago, for the BHS Centennial Raffle Live Draw? 10 amazing prizes, one unforgettable evening. Join us this Thursday, April 30th at 5 p.m. live on the Rotunda at the Esplanade in Tobago. Catch the action live on Tobago Update wherever you are. Who will take home the grand prize? It could be you.
Trinidad is my home, and I always say charity begins at home. So I'm just delighted to bring this team of dedicated volunteers. Part of our motto is that we just don't send relief. We hand deliver it with care and compassion. And as I would always tell my team, the best way to find oneself is to lose oneself in the service of others.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Baby, when you whine on me. Somebody get the phone, go on the telephone. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, 339.
Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But hey, do you know your numbers?
Of course, 624-333.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson.
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago, they offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. have business, will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we jump straight ahead into our conversation, and we are talking to the guys from AMPLIA. We're talking to Mr. Von Red Cupid as well as Destin George, the directors. We're talking about their nationwide dance tour for 2026. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Right, and this morning we're chatting a bit about We Must Dance, the 2026 school tour, the dance tour. Tell us a bit about that, Von Rick. You know, I know we had this conversation previously about you guys going to different schools, empowering kids through dance and helping to boost their self-esteem, confidence, and making them more aware of dance culture in Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning again. Tell us a bit about it.
So it is one of the most amazing experiences that I have ever been a part of in all my years being in the performing realm. My team and I, we remain very dedicated towards leaving our impact, playing our role in helping to motivate, to mold, to inspire, and to make Tobago the greatest little island on the face of the earth. And the good thing about it, it keeps growing. When we initially started, we got the all clear for 3 schools. Now this year in 2026, we are going to over 15 different schools across Trinidad and Tobago and 1 police youth club in Trinidad. So it's that itself speaks volumes as to how it is being received, the kind of feedback we've been getting, and even the enjoyment of the program by the kids and the other stakeholders in that field.
Right. And tell us, Destin, why is it important to have this type of engagement with youth specifically in this school? Because, when it comes to sharing lessons or on life or whatever it is, you often hear persons talking about the fact that it's difficult to get to this Gen Z generation. Tell us a bit about why it's important for this type of engagement to happen.
Well, first and foremost, morning chat, W's in the chat, right? Because I know we're live and everything, right? It's very important to reach out to the youth, because I myself, and I know for Frederick himself, us growing up and venturing into dance, we didn't have any role models, we didn't have anybody to look at, we didn't have no examples to follow. So it was a very difficult path to go down. And going down that path, you have others on the outside, pointing fingers and saying, but you sure that's something you want to do? Or, you get ridiculed for it. I remember being fight down for trying to do this, especially in school. And we live in a time where the youths, when you look around, you don't really see any good example, especially for the male side of it. And we decided, us being our all-male group, we should be an example for the youths that are coming up. We are getting older day by day, and we're not sure how long again we're gonna be here for, carrying on this dance world. I mean, I just hit 30, my knee's hurting me. So before, whenever that time reached, we decided, let's take what we have and share it to the community, share it to the youths, and give them something so that they can have some form of example, or especially for the young men, that maybe it could spark something small inside them to decide, you know what, this is a venture I want to go down. Even in the entertainment industry side of it, this is a venture I want to go down. So It's just to touch that youth in any way that could spark that little positivity.
Right. Well, tell us a bit about how the program is implemented in the schools. Is it that they are given time to interact with you guys? Are you guys there during
That's a
the
great
assembly
question.
period? Tell us a bit about the structure of the program.
That's a good question. So basically the tour will be running from May the 11th to the 15th. Tobago will be done in 3 days, which will be the 11th to the 13th, and we will be visiting 4 schools per day. Due to that timetable, we will have to work with the timing that are available with the schools, and then we will rearrange how we visit them. So I know for a fact, and I'm just giving a little bit of a teaser here, Tuesday will be the country day, and I know a lot of schools in country, they look forward to us coming through and sharing our vibes. And the format that we normally take is we start off very formal, nice introduction. We tell them what the tour is about, the importance of the tour, because we're not just going to the schools to dance. That is the medium to really get their attention. But our purpose in the school is to instill a message. Last year's message was more dancing, less violence. Use dance as an avenue to express yourself in a non-violent way, and this year is healthy expression through movement, right? So when we go to the school, we're going to have little activities where the students could come up, answer questions, be engaged, and then they'll get a little token. And at the end of it, as every school we visit, we're going to do a TikTok, because that is what the young people resonate with. That is what they run to social media to see. Mommy, daddy, I in a TikTok here and a video here. And I think that formula has been working for us over the years, to the point that we have schools from Jamaica asking if we can make the trip. It's not in the cards yet, because we still need support. But at the end of the day, to see that something that was conceptualized by a small group as Emperors, having demand in Trinidad, went over to Trinidad, to move at Laventille, to Dago Sec, and they loved us over there, by the way. Tobago schools, you'll need to do better, because move at Laventille gave us the red carpet treatment, and it was so humbling to know that we would have touched these people in Trinidad. And the support is coming slowly. I know that Assemblyman Mr. Keegan the Noon has committed to make a surprise cameo appearance, and we're still hoping to get more stakeholders on board, because the children are the future. The young generation is the future, and if we could play any role to help change that trajectory that they are on, I think that we would have succeeded as a group.
Understood. And tell us a bit about some of your sponsors or supporters that are helping to make this possible.
We have a couple on board. We have Fog Angels as one of the sponsors. What are a couple of
Big up Fog Angels one time. They have been with us since day one.
They've been supporting us a while now. Yeah.
We have some support from the Division of Youth Empowerment and Sport. That is Mr. Denoons, Assemblyman Denoons Division. We also getting some support from Community Development. I must say thank you to Miss Michelle Boris, coordinator, and that is kind of just a few of them that we normally would get support from. We have a lot of local supporters also. I need to big up Sophie one time. I think she's tethered to CNC3 or Sophie. I need to big up Sophie. She's been a mentor and a mother figure to the group from since inception. And this is something that we get support in many different ways and forms. But we need more, because when we go to the schools and then we always realize we might go to school with 7 tokens and we have 20 students up on stage running up to participate, and it is sort of disheartening us that we can't give everybody something. And I would like to say this openly: Happy International Dance Day, Trinidad and Tobago. Happy International Dance Day. This is why we are here. And we want to say thank you so much for the undying love and support that you have shown us throughout the years.
Right, and just from the videos that you guys have submitted, it seems that the children are extremely engaged and happy, not just to not have class, but to really engage in something that they already love doing in their spare time, and even show off their moves to their colleagues, right? And finally have that ability to express themselves. Tell us a bit about some of the experiences, transformations, and impact that you have had through this program.
real quick, the crazy thing about it is not just the students alone, you know. In some of the videos, you even have some of the teachers coming in, doing a little dance, shaking a little leg, and enjoying themselves as much as the students, which is, you know, unheard of. And the students now get to see their teacher in a different light, other than that strict person that's saying, hey, learn this and learn that. You know, so it creates a little ease and a little comfort for children and teachers to kind of have a bond in a different light. Yeah.
I agree, and I want to piggyback on what Dustin is saying, because we believe by leading by example. It is not fair or right for us to go up and tell a student, participate, be brave, and the teacher and even the principal is very timid in this regard. So last year especially, every school we visited, a teacher had to come up, a principal had to come up. The teacher had was to answer a question and do like a dance.
Right.
Same with the principal, and at the end of it, they themselves got a little token for participation. So we make sure that we engage the whole entire school body, the whole entire student body. Everybody is a part of the process, because we all play a part in molding this next generation.
Right, so is it that there is a general assembly where everyone comes out and is a part of the dance, and how does the TikTok video go? Is it that you teach them a routine, or are they forced to come up with their own routine?
That's a great question. So depending on what the school has scheduled for the day, we might get the whole school. If not, we might get whether it's Form 3, Form 4. We will work with whatever is available for the school. That is not an issue. Last year, we would have done it in a way that we would have spent more times at the school to teach them the TikTok. But this year, due to the large amount of schools we plan on visiting in one day, 4 schools in one day is a lot, including breakup, set down, everything. So we actually put out a video instructing them that you'll have to learn this TikTok and have the TikTok ready.
Right.
So by the time we get there, it's just to bust it and go.
Right.
And we believe this model might be the best time efficient model going forward in order to execute this large amount of schools within a short space of time.
Understood. It sounds very interesting and like a really fun experience as well. Tell us a bit about some of the plans that you guys have moving forward, Destin.
So no, I'm not sure if you were supposed to say this yet, but we do plan to host a big school festival where we invite all of the schools to come and to display their dance talent. We're not sure if we might venture into a little drama into it, but we would really like the support of every one of all the schools to come out and to portray their talents and to show off their skills, you know, give them a place, an avenue to come out and to express themselves. Now, we haven't gone into as much details of if we're going to do prizes or whatnot, or if we might eventually turn it into a competition, if all goes well, hopefully. But as so far, we are planning to have a dance festival after this tour, once everything goes well and is successful.
Oh, got it. Tell us a bit about, you know, why you guys have decided to dedicate your time, your energy, and your effort to going into these schools, and how do you see it evolving over time?
I would say that the reason why we prioritize this initiative amongst other things is because we have been performing for years. I know myself, I've been dancing since B-Mobile Dance Off in 2009. And that is donkey years. And I know Destin and the rest of them has been engaged for so long. Throughout all the years, there has been nothing that gives us a sense of making a difference or a better sense of gratification than working with young people. The first year that we did it, and we saw how the students then was connecting and they was understanding the different way that we was talking to them, and they was excited to see us. We realized that this is what I believe that God put us on earth to do. This is, I think, how we can leave our mark. And we know for a fact that this is where our legacy could be created. Because when we decide to stop dancing, we know for a fact that a whole generation could come up and say, hey, we had this dancing in our schools, so let us pick up the mantle and carry it on. And that is what we would like going forward, that we would have made a difference in a lot of persons' lives through using something as fun and as could be wacky as dance. Because everybody could dance, regardless of what you think. Every person can dance. You may not be on the same level as everybody, but everybody can dance, and dance is your own form of expression. Whether or not you could backflip or you could shimmy or you could do whatever, dance is yours. So make it yours and have fun. And even if dance is not the choice of expression you want to do, sing if you could sing, act if you could act. Do whatever makes you happy and keep you away from the block, keep you away from the bad energy, keep you away from the bad elements. Let us literally take back our young people from the negative forces.
Talking about dance, we heard you had a dance choreography you were going to show us today. Was that true?
I wasn't know,
Can we get some music? Can we get a little dance music?
I was going to dance, but something ended up coming up.
That
unfortunately, that won't happen today. But next 2 or 3 times. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe the time after that.
Okay, but just real quick, I just give a little zimmin. Come on. Hey, we can take that.
Something better than nothing, right? Again, we want to thank you guys so much for being here this morning. Finally, as we close off, how important is it to allow the young persons to know that there are a lot of successful industries that they can get into or enter into through dance or through just that personal creative expression?
First and foremost, I just want to say, if you're listening right now and you're thinking about doing it, our culture doesn't really back certain things, but just do it. Something as crazy as I show speed coming to Trinidad and Tobago, going around the Caribbean.
Right.
The youths may understand it, and a lot of older folks doesn't understand it, but this is something he did, started in his bedroom and made millions of dollars, right? This is something we started as a hobby, and we get paid to do it every time we touch a stage, right? You can take whatever you have, whether it's filmmaking, singing, dancing, put a camera in front of yourself and do it. I myself started a YouTube channel not too long ago now. I'm not getting paid from it, but sponsors reach out. The youths reach out in a different way, and they love the content. They say they love the content, and all I say is you can do it too. Whatever it is, you can do it too.
Also, most importantly, I would like to say that the world is changing. Back then, when we used to call the dancing thing scanting, I don't know if you ever heard that word before. We used to call it scanting. I remember my father, he used to think that there's not much could come out of it, and things change, especially in Tobago landscape. We have TPAC now, meaning that you could get a dance career, dance residency now. So if you like dance, if you like acting, it's not considered a thing you just do. It's not considered a waste of time. It is a sport, it is a craft, it is a discipline. And every hour, every day, every week you spend towards your craft is an hour away from being on the block, is an hour away from bad elements, because every member in Emperors, we don't have no set of tattoos, we don't involve in no criminal activities, we keep each other on the safe and narrow, and that is what dance has done for us. And imagine what it could do for you. So whether or not you love it, you hate it, whether or not how you feel about it, don't care what anybody tell you about it. Do what is right to you, follow your passion, and it will open doors for you.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.
And we want to say Happy International Dance Day to Trinidad and Tobago. And no matter how horrible of a dancer you think you are, today is the opportunity to do something, shake a leg.
Correct.
Right?
Make sure you dance today.
Exactly. In some way, and they say it's almost impossible to be angry and dance at the same time.
Facts.
So you already know that's already the recipe to end a lot of your anxiety. So this morning, again, we want to thank the guys from Empros. We want to thank you, Vonrick, Destin, for all that you have been doing, and the rest of your team. I know that they're watching. Shout out to them and all the persons who have been supporting you. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for being a part of this morning's conversations. We want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am Chanel Felix, and have a great day.